Oh, SpongeBob, why must you succumb to flanderization? Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Autism is my power, and today I have a special guest, Spongebob Squarepants. And today I'm going to be talking about his mental disorders he may have and his unfortunate flanderization. And that word is so hard to say. But anyway, guys, but who is SpongeBob? I mean, who doesn't know freaking SpongeBob Squarepants? But just in case, SpongeBob is from a show known as SpongeBob Squarepants in 1999 on Nickelodeon. SpongeBob has a job as a fry cook known as the Krusty Krab, and also he has many friends along the way, such as Sandy, Squidward, his best friend Patrick, and his snail Gary. SpongeBob has many talents. He likes to go jellyfishing. He also likes to do karate, and he's very good at household chores, and he's very consistent. But if you guys think that SpongeBob has autism, I'm sad to basically disappoint you, but he doesn't. Like I said in my previous video, autism is a different neurological way of thinking. I do not think SpongeBob has autism because of the following factors. For one, even though he's consistent, when things go off the norm, SpongeBob doesn't seem to get mad or even frustrated at times. And also the fact that SpongeBob has many talents. He's a great fry cook. He does jellyfishing and he does karate. He has very different talents as well. Yes, SpongeBob is a very weak character, but SpongeBob want to have other hobbies outside of those things, mostly in season 1 where he wanted to impress everybody at the beach, especially Sandy and Larry the Lobster. It was mainly for the earlier seasons, but SpongeBob also yearns for positive interaction with others. Yes, an autistic person can as well. But SpongeBob, now to be fair, this is mainly in season 1, but SpongeBob basically wants to be friends with pretty much everybody he meets, and he wants to help everybody as well. Heck, even Plankton, who was the antagonist in the earliest days of SpongeBob. So those are the facts why I don't think SpongeBob doesn't have autism. But what mental disorders could SpongeBob have then? I can only name 2 mental disorders that SpongeBob could very well have. This is ADHD and obsessive compulsive disorder. And even then, I'm stretching with these mental disorders if I'm being honest. Because in the earlier seasons, SpongeBob is a very outstanding character. He's just maybe a young 20-year-old. I don't know how old SpongeBob is, but it's implied he's an adult. And he's just an adult that basically loves his job. He has plenty of hobbies like with karate, as well as basically jellyfishing. And he likes to hang out with his friend Patrick. I mean, yes, you can argue that SpongeBob may have ADHD and also obsessive compulsive disorder. And I guess I'll name a few examples now. Like, for example, when he had ADHD, when he was playing hooky, like going on those hooks when Mr. Krabs told him to, he obviously wasn't paying attention. And he's also obsessive compulsive, basically, at his job at the Krusty Krab. But if I'm being brutally honest, I'm really scratching with pre-movie SpongeBob for the first 3 seasons. SpongeBob is just an outstanding character, really. I mean, pre-movie SpongeBob is just a character who's a man, but he still has his childlike wonder, which I think is very commendable, and I think we should all try to have that to this day. We shouldn't be ashamed of who we are. We should basically embrace our differences, and that's exactly what SpongeBob does. Now I'm about to talk about modern SpongeBob, what we have today. And let me tell you guys, remember when I said that SpongeBob is like a man, but he has like childlike wonder, but he still does his job and he's still happy with who he is? Well, let's take that, up it up to like 11, and we get modern SpongeBob. There's no soft way of putting this. Modern SpongeBob is a complete man-child. No, he's not a man with childlike wonder. No, he is a man-child. Like, let's just describe what modern SpongeBob does throughout the episodes. He always cries when he doesn't get his way, which can be a sign of borderline personality disorder. But I'm not gonna give him that. I'm still gonna keep him with the same 2 disorders, but I'm just gonna make him like actual negative mental disorders here. And also, anytime he can't hang out with his friends, he's always sad and cries a lot. When he doesn't get his way, neither he cries and stomps his feet like a baby. And SpongeBob is also overly happy, like to a creepy extent. And lastly, I don't think SpongeBob is not no freaking psychopath or anything because he messes with Squidward all the time on modern seasons, but that is not helping his case. Now, don't get me wrong. In the pre-movie seasons of SpongeBob, yes, SpongeBob did cry like a baby at times. He did act like a child, mostly in that grandma episode. And yes, and SpongeBob did get frustrated when things didn't go his way. But I'm sorry, guys, who wouldn't get frustrated with the things SpongeBob had to do? Like, for example, when he got fired, the first time, I think the first instance where SpongeBob cried profusely was when Mr. Krabs fired him. And it wasn't, guys, you gotta keep in mind, that's his only job and his only passion that he really likes at that time. And Mr. Krabs just fired him for like almost no reason, all because he said no karate, but Sandy was the one orchestrating it. I mean, that would make anybody feel bad. And also, the episode with Pearl, when SpongeBob take Pearl to prom. I'm gonna say this, that was just a dummy of SpongeBob. And even then, SpongeBob had some grounded moments as well throughout the seasons of him having multiple emotions and even helping out people and obviously helping out his best friend, even Plankton to a certain extent. So, but the difference is, pre-movie SpongeBob was not flanderized, while modern SpongeBob from season 4 through now is. Like, modern SpongeBob, he has a poor control of emotions. I so badly want to give him borderline personality disorder, but unfortunately, it's kind of, SpongeBob is a very episodic kind of show with hardly no continuity. Yes, the more recent seasons are now having a little bit more continuity, but I still don't really count that as much. But SpongeBob is on like one emotion at any given time. I would say in 80% of the episodes with modern SpongeBob, he's either insanely happy to a creepy extent, like I said, crying profusely, or rages like a complete man baby when things doesn't go his way. When SpongeBob in the classic seasons was not really like that at all. He was pretty much a normal guy with like childlike wonder, like I said. So guys, what's the takeaway from this video? I guess the takeaway is I don't believe SpongeBob has autism. Heck, I don't believe SpongeBob has any mental disorders. I'm really scratching it with the ADHD and obsessive compulsive disorder. But I think modern SpongeBob, I think he has borderline personality disorder. But that's still up in the air. So, yeah. Okay, guys. That's it. Thank you for watching my video. This is just a quick little video that I have. And thank you guys for giving me, like, once again, 150 views on my King of the Hill episode on Hank Hill with why he doesn't have autism. That really does mean a lot to me. Thank you guys. And thank you guys for 15 subscribers. I'd like to thank you guys for any milestones that get along the way. And I'll see you guys in the next video.